Hi, hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In the very last video, we have already started with our topic of the subject of business ethics. Under that we have started scope of business ethics. इसमें हमने first point देखा था ethics in compliance. उसके बाद हम लोग कंटिन्यू करेंगे फॉर द वेरी सेकेंड पॉइंट दैट इज एथिक्स इन फाइनेंस. ना आप सबको समझ में आया ही होगा कि एग्जैक्टली व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय एथिक्स. डूइंग द राइट थिंग इन अ राइट वे, that is the ethics. Now the very popular term in the organization is about the finance. ना जब भी फंड आता है, पैसा आता है, वहाँ पे बहुत झूल होते हैं. तो that's why हम लोग को ethically काम करना है. So that's why आप लोग को first understand करके रहना है कि what do you mean by ethics in finance. Now what do you mean by exactly by that? It ensures that financial practices are fair, transparent and trustworthy. Now fair, transparent, trustworthy, these are very common terms if we talk about the finance. Now fair to all the investors who had invested in our company. ट्रांसपेरेंट की हम लोग जब भी बात कर रहे हैं रिगार्डिंग द ट्रांसपेरेंसी, इट मीन शोइंग ऑल द प्रॉफिट, ऑल द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट to our investors who are invested in our company. If you guys are showing them, if you are having transparency between our company and between the stakeholders, obviously you have already gained the trust within them. So that's why fair, transparent and trustworthy, that is known as ethics in finance. Now इसके अंदर बहुत सारे key areas है for ethics in finance to understand. What is the first key areas? You can see over here, honesty in financial reporting. Now from the word itself we can easily understand कि honesty in financial reporting means what. Now what is exactly mean of financial reporting? It means showing all the financial statements to your stakeholders, to your investor. Whatever the losses, whatever the profits, whatever the revenue are there, it should be transparent to all them. It should be all and every information should be given to our investor. Because at the end वो लोग हैं जो हम लोग की कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, right? So ये बहुत important है. Honesty in reviewing all the financial details to your investors, right? Now see the second point जो हम लोग ने यहाँ पे मीनिंग देखा था ना, इसमें जरा ध्यान दो और what are the key areas. See now second point is regarding the transparency, again showing all the information related to your financial statements to your investors. Again what is the fair? You have to review all the fair treatment, all the equal treatment should be given to the investors, means all the information should be passed to all the investors regarding your financial details, right? And the last one is proper use of funds. गाइज जब भी फंड्स है आपके पास, आपका प्राइमरी ड्यूटी है कि प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन होना चाहिए आपकी कंपनी के फंड्स का. नाउ इट्स सिंपल मीनिंग इसका ऐसा है कि इट शुड नॉट बी यूज फॉर योर पर्सनल यूज. Whatever the manager has been informed to you for the proper utilization of fund, it should be utilized at there only. So that is what proper use of funds. Now guys, फाइनेंस का जब भी टर्म आता है तब बहुत सारे फाइनेंशियल स्कैम्स अपने इंडिया में है, प्लस इंटरनेशनल बेस में भी है, राइट? इसके बेस पे हम लोग केस स्टडीज करेंगे. आई हैव सिलेक्टेड 2 कंपनीज. वन इज अबाउट अवर इंडियन कंपनी एंड वन इज अबाउट द इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज. ठीक है. नाउ फर्स्ट केस स्टडी, ये बहुत ही गाइस पॉपुलर केस स्टडी है, आप लोगों ने पक्का सुना होगा रिगार्डिंग द फाइनेंशियल स्कैम, सत्यम कंप्यूटर स्कैम. Everyone must be heard. In 2009, the chairman Ramalingan Raju admitted that company had falsified financial statements for years. बहुत सालों से वो लोग जो भी उनका financial statements था, they were showing in a wrong way to all the investors. This was about the case study from 2009. But in 2009, the auditors has came to know that Satyam Computers are doing the fraud. Right? Now what are the unethical practices we have found? Guys, we are doing on the topic of ethics. Obviously हम लोग को ये जानना है कि हमारी केस स्टडी में जब भी वर्ड गाइस केस स्टडी आता है उसका मतलब होता है प्रॉब्लम. You guys are going to study what are the problem and what are the solutions that you can give in your innovative way. तो इसमें हम लोग का फर्स्ट पार्ट रहेगा कि आप लोग को ये ढूंढना है कि what were the unethical practices. In this very unethical practices the chairman has done, that was fake profits and revenue he has shown. For years and years he was just showing all the falsified statements to the auditors, right? He had manipulated all the accounts and then he had misleaded to investors. जहाँ पे हम लोगों ने क्या पढ़ा था कि fair treatment should be given, ट्रांसपेरेंसी होना चाहिए टू ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन, सब इन्वेस्टर्स को पास होना चाहिए. बिकॉज इफ यू आर नॉट पासिंग द इंफॉर्मेशन टू देम, ट्रस्ट गेन नहीं होगा. But what he had done, he had just done all the unethical practices in his companies with all the financial reporting statements. And what were the impact? इस company का impact market में क्या हुआ? The first was he had faced a huge loss to all the investors also, and obviously whatever the goodwill जो उसका reputation था market में, it has been totally downsized, right? So company reputation had completely destroyed because of his falsified statement shown to the auditors. And yes, employer had also faced many uncertainties in the future because they were also partly involved in this case. So guys, this was our Indian case study about the financial scam, about Satyam computer scam. अभी ये case study मैंने इसलिए लिया था क्योंकि ये बहुत known case study है, known company था और सब students को almost commerce and management के पता. So just for your brushing your mind, you can again go through this case study. यहाँ पे हमने फर्स्ट केस स्टडी देखा अपना, वो था सत्यम कंप्यूटर स्कैम. नाउ जो हम लोग जो सेकेंड केस स्टडी देखने वाले गाइस, दिस वाज the not only the case study but the biggest crime in the corporate world, that was about the Enron Corporation, right? Enron Corporation, here the chairman was Arthur Andersen. Now what crime he has done, we will just have a look on this. Now in October 2001, Enron uses accounting loopholes to hide just all the debts, whatever the debt he has carry on. He has just maintained all that accounting to just show whatever the fake profits he was going through. Now it was resulting in $60+ billion bankruptcy, guys. Right? Now he uses SPV. Now बहुत सारे जनों को ये न्यू टर्म है अपने अकाउंटिंग में, that is स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल. जो भी उसका डेब्ट था, जो भी उसका लोन था, he has went entire bankruptcy, उसके लिए वो सब छुपाने के लिए, हाइड करने के लिए उसने SPV मेथड का यूज किया. Now what do you mean by exactly SPV method over here? We will have just a look. It is just a separate legal entity created to hold specific asset or liabilities and isolated financial risks to hide all the massive debt of his company. In short, उसने क्या किया, उसने एक separate company open की just to hide all the debts, whatever the debts, जो भी उसने लोन लिया था, जो भी उसका लॉस चल रहा था, उसने वो सिर्फ ट्रांसफर किया. Just he had hide all those क्योंकि उसको बहुत लॉस हुआ था, a massive debt जो भी उसका कैरी ऑन था, and from all the creditors and investors. उसने ऐसा देखा है कि मेरा जो कंपनी है, Enron Corporation जो कंपनी है, Arthur Andersen has shown that it is going on in a well profitable manner to all the creditors and to all the investors who had invested in his company, because he has uses SPV method to grab the attention of the auditors, right? So just remember, SPV method is special purpose vehicle, where he had uses a separate legal entity. उसने separate firm open किया just to transfer all the debt in that particular company firm, just to show to all his creditors and investors कि भाई मेरा company जो है वो profit लेने जा रहा है. But guys, in history में this was one of the biggest scam in our corporate company. So अगर आपको और रिसर्च करना है, आप लोग सर्च कर सकते हैं. और अगर दोनों भी केस स्टडी में या आपको और केस स्टडी जानना है रिगार्डिंग फाइनेंस, गाइस मेरा एक टेक्निक है टू अंडरस्टैंड टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स. व्हेनेवर एक कंसेप्ट खत्म होता है या whatever the new concept is there regarding finance, regarding production, regarding manufacturing, regarding HR, मैं उनको एक केस स्टडी देती हूँ. केस स्टडी बिकॉज अगर आप लोग केस स्टडी समझ पा रहे हो तो ईजिली आप लोग कंसेप्ट भी समझोगे. और केस स्टडी हम लोग को रियल वर्ल्ड से कनेक्ट करता है फ्रॉम प्रैक्टिकल वे टू थियोरी. सो दिस इज माई टेक्निक टू गिव ऑल द केस स्टडी रिगार्डिंग ऑल द कंसेप्ट. तो ये जो था बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था क्योंकि आप लोगों को भी पता होना चाहिए कि क्या क्या फाइनेंशियल स्कैम्स हो रहे हैं, बिकॉज यू गाइज आर गोइंग टू एंटर और सम हैव ऑलरेडी एंटर इन अ कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड. सो प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर भी आप लोग को होना चाहिए. सो each and every theoretical has to be connected in a practical way. So guys, और आपको केस स्टडी जानना है regarding any of the thing, you can just DM me, you can just comment me below. Thank you guys, keep watching for the next video. Bye bye.